Lawyers are routinely talking in fact patterns. They're saying, I've handled a claim like this, and this is how I'm going to assess it, right? And that's how much your claim could ultimately be worth. And so a lawyer is going to listen to the facts of your matter and determine whether or not you have a claim. And what a lawyer is listening for is to assess liability, was the other party at fault, and damages, in what ways were you injured. Every case has good facts. Every case has bad facts. It is very rare that you come across a claim that is like super clean and there are no warts on it and it's just going to be a slam dunk with the insurance companies. Like all lawyers, right? We have stories of cases that worked out really well and we were able to navigate the bad facts, and cases that didn't work so well and you weren't able to navigate the bad facts. Here's a fact pattern where things didn't go well. There are laws. And at the end of the day, a lawyer is going to have to navigate whatever those laws are in a particular state. So this particular fact pattern, a guy is looking for scrap metal and he's on an abandoned steel mill. And it's common that people are down there on these abandoned properties looking for scrap metal. This poor guy starts digging and he hits a high voltage power line. And tragically, both his hands and his feet are blown off effectively. The damages in this case are astronomical. So the client calls and we're figuring out, can we help them? In this case, the challenge was that this person was trespassing on somebody else's property. Right now, that property was abandoned. The people that owned that property knew that people would routinely look for scrap metal, yet did nothing to remediate this dangerous condition. Well, in the state where this occurred, trespass is looked very unfavorably by state law. And there was pretty much a hard line written into law that said that if you are trespassing on somebody else's property, you cannot recover damages. No matter if the owner was aware of the people trespassing, there was no duty, right, which is the key word here. There was no duty on behalf of the owner of that property to take any type of action to protect the person who was trespassing. And so this case got thrown out on summary judgment. If you're curious what summary judgment is, it is effectively going to the court and saying to the judge, hey, as a matter of law, this case can't move forward, right? So the judge is the trier of law, determining whether or not this case can move forward. And if it can move forward and it goes before a jury, the jury is the trier of fact, right? So important distinction there. And in this particular case, the case was not able to move forward as a matter of law. Now, this is something you should understand about how lawyers assess cases. When the damages are big on a case, right, if there's a lot of injuries, the lawyer is more likely to take a chance, right, on the liability component and try and see if they could overcome what could be challenges.